the damsel in distress, the fine ass sister, the the woman that he got at the end of the film looks just like Michael Jackson. I'm like, is it me or does she look like Michael Jackson? I'm not trying to be weird. She's fine. She got body, but damn.
Blacktastic, thanks for having me in a video once again, yo. I was commenting on one of your videos and you said, bruh, it's about that time for another collaboration. Let's talk Passenger 57. My eyes got like this big. I said, nostalgia? You kidding me? I'm a sucker for nostalgia. But before I get into my thoughts on this movie, y'all, look here. Representing the Blacktastic.net tee. If you haven't got one of these yet, get you one. These are some comfortable ass shirts. And cool as hell too, man. I just went to my son's birthday party in this thing, and they was like, what's that? I said, that's Blacktastic.net. Put some respect on the man's name. So yeah, grab you a t-shirt, man. Need some fly-ass t-shirts. This is a 2X, and a lot of 2X t-shirts still fit me real snug. I'm a big nigga, you know what I'm saying? This here fits 2X black, you know what I'm saying? So, here we go. Passenger 57, Wesley Snipes. This was a detour from his usual body of work. Well, actually, he had no other body of work besides, okay, well, he had Bad back in '87. Then he did King of New York, where he played a cop. He played a bitch-ass cop, excuse me, King of New York. He was an Uncle Tom sellout. And then he did New Jack City, where he played Nino Brown, my personal favorite Wesley Snipes role. Then White Men Can't Jump. So this was the first time he did like an action joint where he showed his action star chops. And it bugged me out because I didn't know the man knew martial arts. Like, I'm used to seeing him as Nino Brown, throwing people off of bridges and stuff, you know, cutting people up, you know, cursing out G Money. I wasn't expecting Black Belt Jones, Wesley Snipes kicking ass. And of course, after this, he had a string of action movies like Demolition Man and what's the one he did with Sean Connery? He did like a lot of action joints after this, but this was the beginning of his action movie career. And in a pretty good one. I think he's more known now for his action than his other stuff, and people forget that Wesley Snipes is actually a really good actor. So Passenger 57, y'all, this is a simple movie. It's a simple action movie. It delivers everything that it says it is, okay? It's a simple plot. You know, this terrorist is taking over a plane because he wants to take over the world, and Wesley Snipes happened to be on the plane. He goes by the name of John Cutter, and he has to stop this guy. As simple plot as you can get. It's almost like Die Hard, but on a plane. So this is, I'm not gonna say this stands out from all the other action joints because they're all kind of the same, but what really makes these movies special is the star themselves, okay? So you have your Van Dammes, your Steven Seagals, your Dolph Lundgren, Stallone, and Sly, and you gotta put Wesley Snipes in there too because he's a perfect blend of charisma, good acting, and he can kick ass and is very likable, okay? So if you had a checklist of everything an action movie's supposed to be, okay, let's see, you have likable star that you believe can kick ass, check. You have a badass villain who is violent, disgusting, you want to see him get taken out, check. All right, you got some good fight scenes, check. You got some good shootouts, check. You got a good climax, check, okay? This movie checks off everything that a 90s action flick is supposed to be, and I miss this genre, excuse me, because we're never gonna get that again. Like, the medium movie is dead, but it might be resurrected because now we have Netflix and theaters are going to be going belly up soon, unfortunately. So that there might be a home for movies like these. So we might see more of these type of films in the future, which I'm not opposed to, but still I would like to have them in a cinematic experience. So not to go on and on about this movie, because I'm sure my man Blacktastic has a lot to say about this. I just want to put my 2 cents in, and thank you, brother, for inviting me to speak on this. But I really dug this film. Is it a perfect movie? No. But it delivers what it's supposed to. It's what it's supposed to be. This is not a best picture movie. Okay, this is not known for its it's brilliant writing and brilliant. No, this is a B action movie that you go, you get some popcorn, get you a Coke and a smile and shut the fuck up and watch Wesley Snipes do what he do. Okay, this was the catalyst for Blade. All right. So when producers saw what he saw here, what they saw there, they said, okay, Blade the Vampire, boom, let's get him. Actually, he was supposed to do Black Panther, I believe, before this, but for some reason they couldn't get Black Panther off the ground, so he did Blade instead. So anyways, y'all, wrapping this up, I'm going to give Passenger 57, I'm going to give it a B+, y'all. All right, this is a very fun, entertaining film, all right, and this is what you go to the movies for. So yeah, definitely check it out. And I gotta say one more thing too before I wrap this up, y'all. The main chick in there, the stewardess lady, all right, I guess the love interest for John Cutter. Did she not remind you of Michael Jackson, like in his last years? I'm telling you, listen, I'm not trying to be funny. I'm dead ass. Every time I saw her on screen, I said, holy shit, she looks like Michael Jackson in drag the last few years of his life. And that's no diss to Mike. I love Mike, but I could not look at her because I'm like, she looks like Mike. Tell me I'm tripping. Anyways, B+ is what I got for Passenger 57. Blacktastic, thank you once again, bruh. Appreciate doing these collabs with you, man. Ready for the next one. Whenever you're ready, hit me up. Floor is yours, homie. What you got?
Yo, what's up? It's your boy, back with another collab for you with my main man, Rashad G, coming to you with that 1-2 style up in the gut on the joint that we love. Passenger 57 came out in 1992. Yo, I seen this film like 3 times in theaters. This was new to us. We ain't never had a leading man, black, chocolate black, rated R, martial artist, killing a bunch of white folks and getting a girl and saving everybody at the end of the day. That was rare in a big budget movie like this by Warner Brothers. Now the director is Kevin Hooks. You look at me like, well, who the hell is that? Kevin Hooks is black. Kevin Hooks is also an actor from the 1970s. There's a show I grew up on called The White Shadow. He was a reappearing actor on that show as one of the kids that played basketball. Yeah, I didn't know because the movie was so good. Back then, the internet's not what it was now. But I did a lot of research. Man, who directed this? Who wrote this? Kevin Hooks. Who's that? The dude from The White Shadow? I couldn't believe it. Yo, back then I knew I wanted to be a black director because if you watch Passenger 57, you wouldn't know a brother did this movie. But if you listen to the dialogue and the things that Wesley was saying, oh, okay, maybe it was written by a black guy. Man, made a brother proud. I love this movie. And one thing about a movie like this, the more you see it in theaters, you tend to find the mistakes. There was a scene in the movie when the bad guy had a guy by gunpoint and he shot him and just threw him off the plane while I was on the ground. You're like, oh, that was cold. And I was like, damn, you know, this movie's rated R. It's rough and rugged. But if you watch that scene again, the bottom of the plane reflects because it's that kind of like that stainless steel metal, but it reflects, so you see the reflection on the ground. There's an airbag at the bottom on the ground. When the guy falls and falls, you see him fall and land into the airbag from the bottom of the plane. Check it out. It's good history research for films, but it's not a perfect film. For me, it felt perfect because I couldn't believe this was happening. And man, me and Rashad, brother, we are cut from the same cloth. You thought the same thing I did. The damsel in distress, the fine ass sister, the woman that he got at the end of the film looks just like Michael Jackson. I'm like, is it me or does she look like Michael Jackson? I'm not trying to be weird. She's fine. She got body, but damn, Michael Jackson's twin. Fuck Janet. This woman looks just like Michael. Yeah, that made me uncomfortable because I had a crush on her. It was weird, real weird. But Passenger 57 is a classic martial artist action film. The cool thing about this catapulted Wesley Snipes into the hemisphere with action roles. Later became Blade, Demolition Man. What's that one called? Drop Zone, man, because Drop Zone was originally written for Tom Cruise. And Wesley said, Tom, watch out. Let's put some black in it. And this movie has incredible stunts. He's on a motorcycle going through a carnival, doing stunts from a plane. This dude is doing karate while walking on chairs in the airplane, on the airplane, whooping your ass. It's no one else can do nothing like that. That's just cool. It had a leather jacket on, you know, smooth. His best friend DeVecchio said, look, I'm gonna get you your job back, man. I want you to be a security person on the plane, because previously he went somewhere with his wife. There was a robbery, things ensued, he got involved, and his wife was killed. Her name was Lisa. And so he was done, you know, being tough guy. It cost him his wife. But this plane situation, it was a hijack. You had these people on there, and it was like a Die Hard type joint. And man, it was smooth. So he had to take out all the bad guys, save all the passengers, all the black representatives. Roo, roo, roo. I know who you are. You are Arsenio Hall. Roo, roo, roo. You know, Russian roulette. Always bet on black. Man, I love this film. I absolutely love it. For all its flaws and all, it's one of my favorite joints to pop in and watch. Wesley made me want to be an action hero. Kevin Hooks made me want to be a black director. Well, I managed one of them. I'm a little too old to be doing action, but I can have a body double. I can be like this in the scene. Here I am. Had a body double come in, you never know. But man, check it out. Classic film. Rashad, thank you so much for being a part of this collab, man, because you see things the way I see them, and it's funny to hear your point of view about this film. I come right behind you and go, yep, man, the same thing. The Michael Jackson thing, brother, you the only person on earth who said that like I did. I was like, man, does anybody else see this? I guess not, only me and you. But man, until the next time, be sure to like, share, subscribe, leave your comments down low, and tell all your friends. And just remember, if I offend you, you don't understand me. But if I inspire you, you will learn to love me. Peace. And remember, it's just my point of view.